heard this. Once upon a time, God had a part of himself sitting on the temple of Mikamata in Bofaram near Krong Savathi. At that time, her beloved granddaughter Visakamika, her mother, died. At that time, Visakamika, the mother with wet skirts, wet hair, went to the deity during the day, then went to worship the deity and sat down in the right place. When Visakamika, the mother, was sitting in the right place, God had a part. He said, "Nul Visaka, where are you from? Wet skirt, wet hair, come in here." Noon. My dear granddaughter, you have died, because that is why I came here all day with wet skirts and wet hair. Straight. Nul Visaka, how many people are there in Savathi city? Do you just want to have a number of children and grandchildren? Dear God, how many people are there in Savathi? I only want a few children and grandchildren. Nul Visaka, many people in Savathi always die every day. Prosperous King, some people in Savathi city die every day, some 10 people prosperous King people in Savathi city die every day, some 9 people prosperous King, people in Savathi city die every day, some 8 people prosperous King people in Savathi city die every day, some 7 people, prosperous King prosperous people in Savathi town die every day, 6 people, some of the most prosperous people in Savathi town die every day, 5 people, some of the most prosperous people in Savathi town, 4 people die every day, some of the most prosperous people in Savathi town, some people die every day, 3 people prosperous King, people in Savathi city die every day, some 2 people prosperous King people in Savathi city die every day, some alone, priest King prosperous people in Savathi always die, never silent. Nul Visaka, how do you notice that she has a wet skirt, wet hair from time to time? Prosperous King, this journey is not like that. Prosperous King, I have only enough children and grandchildren. Nul Visaka, a person who has 100 beloved things, that person has 100 misery. A person who has 90 beloved things, that person has 90 misery. A person who has 80 beloved things, that person has misery. 80 people who have 70 beloved things, 70 people who have sorrow, 60 people who have 60 beloved things, 60 people who have misery, 50 people who have 50 beloved things. There is no such thing as a loved one, there is no suffering at all, but I just said that those people are not sad, they are dusty, they are evil, they are not rich. Narrowness. When God has a part, he knows that, and then he exclaims at that time. Any sorrow, loneliness, or misery in the world of Dharma arises because it depends on the beloved animal and Sanka, when there is no animal and Sanka, as these beloved Dharmas also do not exist. Because of that, a person who does not have animals and beloved Sangha in any world, that person is happy, free from sorrow, because a person desires no sorrow, and leaving the dust is an evil that should not be made to be an animal and a beloved animal in any world.